Hey, beautiful people. Happy Saturday. Hi. Blessings to all of you. Hope your week has been a good one and that your weekend is off to a good start. I am feeling super shiny because, well, not just because I got a facial earlier today, ha ha ha, but I'm feeling shiny emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I went to another amazing ayahuasca ceremony last night. By now you know this is one of my favorite things in the world for good reason. And gosh, I really wish the whole world got the gift of ayahuasca. I mean, my friends, there's no reason to suffer, there's no reason to be in pain, to have any kind of illness. The sacred medicines like ayahuasca and a few others have what it takes to, you know, they're a powerful tool left to us by the ancestors to heal, to bring us back into balance, and also to help connect us with our higher selves, which is something that's happening so much these days for so many of us. I had a lot of beautiful insights last night as well. I felt a lot of love. I particularly connected with love from higher dimensional beings that are watching over Earth and loving on us right now. Well, probably have been loving on us for a long time, but I definitely felt tremendous love from our celestial brothers and sisters. In particular, the Pleiadians came to mind. They are, in my understanding, one of the races, one of the civilizations that are, in a way, guardians on Earth. I came into this information through some channeled materials that I came across recently. But I felt it truthfully last night in my ceremony that I was connecting with their consciousness, and I felt such tremendous love. And I felt so much reassurance that humanity is being guided, protected. We are on the right track, again, despite appearances to the contrary. I gotta sit somewhere. I'm gonna just find I'll find a beach and I'll sit down to talk with you guys. Oh my goodness, I'm still feeling so much love. It was a profoundly healing experience for me last night. A lot of you guys may wonder, like, why do I keep going to ayahuasca? Haven't I already gotten all the healing that I needed? Well, you know, as we go through life, some shit happens, you know, and in particular, I realized that, you know, even though I thought I was over it, I still had some lingering resentments regarding, you know, my most recent relationship and what transpired there. And I'd like to let go of that. I think at least part of me would like to let go of the resentment and be able to, I ultimately do want to live in peace. That being said, it seems I wasn't quite ready to let go last night because, you know, my teacher, Arturo, who I could frankly call my shaman. I know he doesn't like to use that term to address himself because apparently to call yourself a shaman, you need to be from certain tribes in the Amazon, from a certain lineage. My teacher, my ayahuasca teacher, is Mexican, but he has been, he has trained in Peru. The medicine comes from Peru. Somebody sneezing in the background a lot. Bless you, brother. But anyway, I feel like he's a shaman. He's a teacher. He's a guide. I'm really grateful to have connected with my teacher and his family. I feel like they're doing so much work, so much healing. There was, I mean, it's not uncommon that we have people coming to the ceremonies that are suffering with serious stuff. Like, there was a young woman there that, you know, I happened to find out, like, has, you know, serious cancer. And she's already done a number of ceremonies and she's in a lot better shape now versus when she came. Seriously, like, oh my goodness. Guys, I've understood so much. A lot of times when physical conditions manifest in a person, beyond whatever impairment that person may have caused to themselves through unhealthy living, toxicity of all kinds, and we know there's a new flavor of that being pushed by our powers not to be. What I also understood is that a lot of us, you know, we get born into certain family lines for a reason, and we choose where we incarnate. And again, if this sounds strange to you or if it doesn't resonate, you don't have to listen to my live streams, okay? Much love to you. But my understanding is that we incarnate in certain family lines, in certain families, partly in order to heal that family line. And a lot of times when heavy, unpleasant things manifest at the physical level for any of us, well, thankfully, this hasn't happened to me, and I don't believe it will happen, knock on wood, because I'm doing all this work on myself. But a lot of times, it's not even your own stuff, it's ancestral stuff. It's you're carrying the burden energetically for your mother, for your grandfather, for your ancestors. I've seen... just walking to the beach. I've seen some serious stuff, and not just in ayahuasca, but ayahuasca is one of the most powerful methodologies, tools that I found to be able to heal that ancestral trauma. The other powerful methodology or technique that I found is something called family constellations. I highly recommend those workshops. Absolutely tremendous healing of your ancestors, of your family line, of darkness that may exist in your family tree that you don't even know about, but it could be affecting your own life and your own family tree moving forward. So the healing, when we heal ourselves, we don't just heal ourselves, but we heal our ancestors. We pave the way for our children to live healthier lives. We are all connected, and listen, you know, I don't know much about this, but really the past, the present, the future, which came first? It's like, holy shit, you know, we're all one. When you do the ayahuasca, that's one of the things you realize pretty quickly, that we are all one. We are all part of this unified field. The darkest darkness and the highest light are all part of the same. Hey, cutie, a little doggy. Hey. Yeah, the darkness and the highest light, the brightest light, are part of the same vibrational scale. They're somewhere, they're part of the same whole. So, you know, one thing I've been realizing when I come across, you know, patches of darkness in my life, when let's say somebody rubs me the wrong way, or I perceive, you know, an energy blockage somewhere, I'm like, I remind myself that they and I are one. That brother, that sister, they may be dealing with something, and a lot of times people are not conscious of what. Hey, Angie. A lot of times people are not conscious of what they're carrying, what they've got on their shoulders energetically, that are carrying around, and unfortunately infecting everybody else around with their heavy energy. Unfortunately, a lot of people are just not aware. Of course, and hey, listen, I may not, we all have blind spots, like, I'm not immune. But again, once you do some of this work on yourself and you realize, like, yeah, we're all one at the end of the day, I think it just allows me to have so much more compassion for my fellow brothers and sisters and whatever they may be dealing with. And, oh man, so much to share with you. Again, I know we are living through some interesting times right now, and it seems that darkness is winning, but I can assure you that it's not. Everything that's happening needed to happen for this great awakening to happen. I just saw this lovely mommy friend, but I'm not going to interrupt myself right now. Abraham Hicks calls it contrast. You know, when you come across a contrasting experience, when you witness something that you don't want. Well, we are being provided with a lot of contrast right now, like a lot of like stuff that we don't want. I was like, oh my God, what is this? This is ridiculous. But when you know what you don't want, Abraham Hicks also says you know what you want. And so when they come at us with, you need to have a V passport and you need to jab yourself, and really? No, I don't want that. We don't have to participate. The only reason they've been able to have such a grip on so many of our brothers and sisters because we've allowed it to happen, we as a collective. But every one of us has the power to say, no, we're not doing that. No, thank you. No, gracias. You guys want that? You can do it, but don't trespass against me. No te atreves. Don't fucking dare. No, I will not allow that. I will not allow that. And I'll tell you one thing, my friends. If it ever comes to them forcefully trying to inject us or trying to force anything on us, as long as we energetically have said no, we are not having it. We are not, no, thank you, no. We have said our no. I can tell you, and I sincerely in my heart believe this, that even if they manage to impair our physical vehicle, if they've done something to us against our will, that is going to be their karma to bear. These deluded beings, these confused beings. But we haven't sold out. We haven't sold our souls. We continue to belong to the light. Our soul hasn't been impaired just because they've impaired our physical vehicle. Now, what they're trying to do in their deluded illusions of world control is they are trying to impair a lot of people's physical vehicles in a futile attempt to they think they're going to be able to stop the ascension process somehow and stop this train that's already on course. And it's, listen, amigos, the train has left already. The ascension process is underway. It's happening whether some people or some beings like it or not. It's on. So I ain't worried, you know. Oh man, I was hoping I would have some peace and quiet here, but it's Saturday afternoon at the beach, and wow, how awesome is it? Look at this. I'm gonna show you guys something. That's one thing I love about living in this area. Look at this. Somebody's doing a healing meditation circle here. Look at this. Fucking awesome. I love this. I love that I live in this place where people literally come and I don't know if they come with the intention to heal. You know what, you guys, it's very loud and very windy. I'm gonna keep walking back to the quiet end of Quinta Avenida. So yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if people come here with the intention to heal or somehow they feel the call, you know, because there's a reason. I'm seeing a lot of people from all over the world finding their way to this area, and then next thing you know, they're participating in all kinds of healing circles, ceremonies, and doing all this powerful healing work on themselves, and you better believe it, healing their family lines, healing ancestral traumas. So awesome, so awesome. We all have an opportunity to do that. And in fact, my friends, if we're gonna be, and I understood this in previous ceremonies, to the extent that we are down with the ascension process, we want to be a part of this. We are done with the heaviness, we are done with the hate, with the fear, we're done with that. To the extent that we're clear that we're done with that, it is our duty to heal that darkness in ourselves. Like, if we ourselves are still holding on to, in my case, resentments, whatever uncomfortable feelings, that's what we're vibrating. So it is our own duty to heal ourselves so that we do manage to, you know, raise our own vibration, and in doing so we shine our light brighter in the world. We help inspire our fellow brothers and sisters. We are a living example of how it's possible to live and how it's possible to be in this world. And my friends, I feel like being here, it's really been a blessing for me. I feel that I'm increasingly flowing with life. the things that used to bother me, just, I can't even remember what they were. You know, it's like, yeah, todo bien, everything's good. And of course, some ferocious chihuahua. Yeah. Of course, you may be like, well, yeah, easy for you to say. You're living in paradise, you know? Yeah, well, I made that choice. You can make that choice too. You can live wherever the hell you want, you know? I mean, wherever you want. You can make that choice. Don't feel stuck. We have choices. We always have choices. Amigo, no tengo nada. Estoy aquí filmando un video. Bendiciones. Okay. So, we always have choices. Even when it feels like we're being pushed against the wall with some of this ridiculousness that's being perpetrated or pushed, we don't have to participate. We energetically always have the right to say no, 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 we're not doing this. And believe it, there are lots of people that are saying no right now. There are lots of people who are saying yes to something else, yes to a better version of humanity, a better version of reality. And we deserve that. We so deserve that. Aren't you fucking sick and tired of the suffering? I'm like done. I'm so done. I no longer want to suffer. I want to live in peace. I want to live in joy. I want to live in abundance. Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, love. We deserve that. And my friends, I have, you know, in my recent journeys, again, I've had insights that there is unlimited abundance being unlocked right now. I feel like humanity has suffered enough on the financial front, living in scarcity. And we know, like, you know what, we have been, unfortunately, humanity has been, unfortunately, under the control of these deluded beings, and they have kept us enslaved, partly through the financial system, but that's coming to an end. Their reign of terror on earth is coming to an end, my friends. It's like, it's so out right now. They are so done. I'm so sorry for them, but, well, actually, I'm happy. They've had their you know, they had an opportunity to exercise, you know, their creative powers, and but what's happening right now on Earth is that the humans on this planet, whether you think the Earth is round or flat, what have you, you know, bless you, I don't really care. Thank you, Roxanne. She said, stay true to your connection, to your conviction. Yeah, fuck yeah, you know, of course. What's happening is that we are finally realizing that, wow, we are powerful creators. We are powerful beings. We get to create how we want to draft our lives, how we want to live our lives. We don't have to keep engaging with our, you know, the perpetrators of harm on us. No, thank you. We are, what is this, the Stockholm syndrome? No, thank you. No, we are done with that. We are done. We are done. Like Abraham Hicks likes to say, it's done, it's done, it's done. Yeah. So, no reason to suffer anymore. No reason to, you know, whatever they're doing, you know, people are like, oh my God, he bought so many doses of the V and he wants to inject all Canadians. Are you serious? Ain't gonna happen if we don't, if we're not down for it. And if we say no, if masses of us say no, what do you think is gonna happen? Nothing. Like, well, nothing. They can, those things are gonna rot on the shelves, or I don't know. We're not gonna participate. We are not in agreement with whatever their plans for us is. We have our own plans for ourselves and for where we want to take humanity, for where we want to take this earth. So in that regard, my friends, you know, how can we help create this better humanity, this better earth? Well, let's start by, first of all, again, healing ourselves to whatever possible extent. And by the way, you know, sorry to tell you, my meat eater friends, eating dead animals is not helping your vibration. Sorry, it's just not helping. Okay, eating dairy products, all this stuff, like dairy is meant for baby cows. Okay, it's really not meant for human consumption. I understand that, you know, the best diet for humans would be literally a fruitarian diet, something where you're having the least amount of cruelty impact on other living beings. You know, I'm not quite there myself, but I'm increasingly becoming conscious of what do I want to put in my divine body. You know, alcohol is another thing that I know ain't good, and I'm not fully off of it. You know, I know it's not good, but I also still fail sometimes, and like sometimes when things get really intense, I'm like, I'm gonna reach for a cup of wine or whatever. But I forgive myself. I'm not perfect. Well, actually, I am fucking perfect, but I'm perfect in my imperfection. I forgive myself, and that's what we all gotta do. Keep forgiving ourselves. Keep pedaling. You know, how do you move forward? You keep pedaling. When things seem like they're stuck and you're not seeing the way forward, keep pedaling. You know, and but anyway, and what else? Let's support projects. Let's support companies. Let's support individuals that are helping to co-create this new earth, who stand for this, who want this world of love, of joy, of amazing health for all of us. Let's keep putting our energies and our intentions in supporting those projects. Among other things, I think it's a good idea to get your money out of the banks. I think it's a good idea to support, this is again my own personal opinion, you can do your own research, but I feel like the DeFi movement, the DeFi crypto movement is something that's empowering to humanity. It's an alternative, it's a complete opposite of what we've had going on so far. So I'm supporting that. I'm putting my money in crypto, some of my money in crypto, of course, you know, buying physical precious metals, sure. My only concern with that is, you know, in terms of transactions, what are you going to do? Chop the gold up into little pieces? How are you going to do that? I don't know. I still think, you know, gold has been a store of value throughout, you know, centuries. It is my understanding that it is seen as a store of value, even like on other planets, in other worlds, you know, like it's that powerful. So, you know, I feel like, yeah, we should have some physical precious metals. I'm going to get me some of that as well. I mean, I just haven't yet. But I have gotten into some crypto, and I plan on continuing with that. Let's take our money out of the scam banking system. Let's fucking do that, you know. Let's take it out as much as possible. We know they want to introduce this CBDC, central bank issued digital currencies. Don't be fooled. We're not participating into that. No gracias. Oh, linked to your V certificate. Like, are you crazy? No. We're just gonna say no. Look for the alternatives. There are increasing alternatives. Look for the alternatives and use the alternatives. You know how amazing it is to be able to do what's called a P2P money transfer, wallet to wallet. I can just, you know, I have some pesos, I want to buy some Bitcoin, I just meet with somebody, we do a peer-to-peer exchange. Okay, you can say like, well, but there's still a wallet company involved. Okay, yeah, but at least less intermediaries. My money doesn't have to see a bank ever. No gracias. Okay, so if you're still new to the crypto space, which all of us are, like this, the crypto space is still so new to many of us. I mean, there are some old timers out there, but they're few and far between. Many of us are just becoming educated about the crypto space. I have, you know, a wonderful human being that I met here in Playa del Carmen. He's originally from the UK, but he's a wonderful teacher, wonderful human being, Daniel Halenko. He has a Telegram group called Future Leaders Today Crypto. He's also put together very affordable introduction to crypto course. I'm gonna post a link to his channel as a comment to this video. Again, if you want to get your feet wet, you want to understand like the crypto space, he's an amazing teacher. Oh, look, a black cat. Hey bonita, hi. Oh, she's scared. Oh, yo. Oh my God. Anyway, things are good, my friends. Things are really good. We can take action to empower ourselves. We can take actions to support the kind of world we want to live in, a world of empowerment for all of us on every level. But of course, again, it starts with us. It starts with us to the extent that we understand, like, we need to heal ourselves. Yeah, my ayahuasca teacher last night is like, because he knew I had like this thing to heal, and he's like, because I was telling him, we can save the world. Yeah, let's save the world. hey, tranquila. Doggy, no worries. And he's like, it starts by healing ourselves, you know, it starts by healing ourselves. I get that, but I'm going to say one thing I don't agree. Like, here's the thing. There's always going to be a next level of healing in all of us, okay? Always. There's always more stuff for us to process, to heal, in order to really keep arriving at that inner peace. I'm not gonna wait until I'm perfectly healed to take action, to take positive action in this world, to move forward, to do my best to live the life of my dreams. I'm not gonna wait until I'm fully perfectly healed, because that's ridiculous. I'm sorry, like, I'm not going to. And I think that's so I don't think he meant it like that, but I said to him, listen, Arturo, much love, the healing process is ongoing, it never ends. That doesn't mean that while I'm not perfectly healed, I'm gonna sit on the side like, no, I'm not healed yet, so I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm sorry, I'm still gonna take action. I'm still gonna do the best I fucking can with what I've got right now. Maybe next week I'll be a better person, hopefully, and I'll be able to take even more inspired action, and I'll be able to do even better things in this world, you know? But again, I'm not gonna just sit and wait until I'm perfectly healed to take action. No, that's no. I'm not with that, you know? So I don't think he meant that, but he kept reminding me, you know, that, you know, we need to heal ourselves before we can heal the world. I get that, and that's why I come to ayahuasca. That's why I meditate. That's why I exercise. That's why I do my best to eat healthy. That's why I go to yoga. Yeah, I do my fucking best to take care of myself. And I think that's the best thing. Well, I mean, again, in my opinion, that is the best thing every one of us can be doing, because when we are healthy and feeling the love, then we can indeed help our brothers and sisters. If we ourselves are still suffering, we're still stuck in pain, and we need to first take care of ourselves, you know, put on your own oxygen mask first, you know, the old adage. Anyway, my friends, I think I've said enough. I was feeling inspired. I could tell you so much more, but I feel like this is good enough for today. Much love to all of you. Take care of ourselves. Take care of ourselves. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Let's take care of ourselves. Let's love ourselves. We deserve it. No matter what you've done in your life. Again, there's some dark stuff out there, and it's okay. It had to happen for whatever reason. It had to happen. In my ayahuasca journeys, oh my goodness, I've seen some dark, crazy stuff. I mean, and I'm not gonna tell you, because you're gonna think I'm like a Satanist, and like, because I literally spoke to Satan in one of my ceremonies. Oh my God, yeah, I did. I told him, you need to end. You need to stop the shit. You need to stop it for like 2 hours. Okay. Okay. Gosh, I wasn't planning on sharing that, but whatever. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of anything. I'm not fucking scared. There's nothing to be scared of when you know that you are of the light. You belong to the highest light. You are here as a being of light in this world. You have a right to be here. We have chosen to be here. We have every right to be here. If you've incarnated on this planet at this point in time, es por algo. There's a reason for that. It's not a coincidence. It's not an accident. There's no accidental incarnation, my friends. If you were born in your family line, it's for a reason. You have what it takes to handle, by the way, all your ancestral trauma. Otherwise, you wouldn't have chosen to incarnate in that family line, my dears. Okay? It's simple. Very simple. So, we've got nothing to worry about, my friends. Just be happy, take care of yourselves, love yourselves. And, of course, let's do our best to also treat our fellow human beings with love. But even that, for that to happen, I'm very aware that when we love ourselves, we love others. When we don't love ourselves, you know, what's the saying? Hurt people, hurt people. Hurt people, hurt people. Oh my God, the one last thing I was going to tell you. I felt a little bit guilty about this, but I've been watching some of the Johnny Depp saga. And I was like, oh my God, it's like, I can't stop watching this. But then you know what? I actually inquired into that in my ayahuasca journey last night, and I understood that, you know, the reason this whole story is so fascinating for so many of us is it's a story of redemption. This is a person, obviously, that had a lot of suffering in his life. He had addiction problems, all this stuff. You've got two hurt people hurting each other. I mean, him and his former partner. Man, I was like, oh my God, so much sickness and hurt in this world. Oh my goodness. And you feel so much compassion at the end of the day for both of them. I'm like, you know, and everybody they've dragged into their saga. But you know what? This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for, you know, redemption for this human being, and us witnessing how he has surpassed his own demons. Like, that's beautiful. That's inspiring. That's you know, I'm really grateful that he's chosen to show himself to the world, take a stand and say, you know what, I am not this demon. I am not this demon I've been made out to be. And of course, okay, I'm talking, it's the court of public opinion. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. whatever the result of the court procedure will be, I don't think it's as relevant as the opportunity for all of us to learn through their experience. I mean, like, yeah, wow, look at this amazing story of redemption. Because according to, you know, this one of his witnesses, you know, he, in the past 2 years, he's significantly decreased his wine consumption. I mean, he looks to me, he looks very healthy, you know. I'm sure makeup helps and all that, but that's beautiful to see. I think all of us wanna we love watching these stories of redemption because they inspire us as well. If somebody's been through hell and darkness and now they're coming out into the light, how beautiful is that? So I'm not gonna spend too much time watching the proceedings anymore. I'm gonna do my best not to. I'll just watch just like snippets. But I mean, you know, for whatever reason, this is being pushed into the public consciousness to this extent. And I know it could just be one big distraction. But again, I understood there are lessons for us to learn here. And it's beautiful to see, you know, one man redeeming himself. And I'm sure there's going to be healing available for Amber as well. And so many of us can identify with both sides. We've all at some point been abused, perhaps. Well, I can't speak for everybody, but I mean, I certainly have been through situations like that. And I myself had my own darkness that I've unleashed on others. Hurt people. So let's heal ourselves as much as possible, amigos, so that we can continue to be nice both to ourselves and others. Okay, I think I'm gonna finally end this live stream. Okay, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Much love to all of you. Stay peaceful, stay blessed, and keep the faith, and know that we are moving in the right direction despite appearances to the contrary. And we have every right to be here. We have every right to shine our light. And don't let yourselves be intimidated by any of these purveyors of nonsense, okay? No, we're not down for that. Thank you, but no thanks. We've got better plans for ourselves, for humanity, for our children. Much better plans, okay? Much love to all of you. Blessings. Have a beautiful weekend. Much love. Mwah.